2 days ago, I designed a logo for my website, which you can see here. I started with a very basic logo. I didn't like it much. I moved on to a simpler version, but then my friend suggested I should make it something more personal since a logo represents myself and my brand. So I used a picture of myself as an inspiration, and I kind of just drew my glasses and my hair, and here are the final versions. I'm pretty happy with the results, so today I'm gonna be sharing some experience with yourself. I enjoyed the process thoroughly. I just changed my hair a little bit, refined it, and I'm gonna be showing you all the steps involved in this process that I used to create this logo. This logo is live on my website now. It's still a work in progress, but I can show you a little bit how it looks there. So basically, this is the first version that I'm using on my website, and in this video I will show you how to create this kind of logos using your face or an item that represents your brand step by step, and save it as a transparent background PNG. For this video, I'm using Keynote as my preferred platform, but you can find the similar tools that work with PowerPoint or some other basic presentation software. First thing to do, let's create a new PowerPoint presentation. I'm creating a blank Keynote presentation here. Let's get rid of all these placeholders. Just Command A and delete. These are the steps involved in creating your personalized transparent background logo. So once you have created a blank presentation, let's change the slide size. For that, we will go to the Documents tab and we will change the slide size. Here we are in the Documents tab. The slide size right now is set to widescreen 16:9. For logos, normally you want something which is more of a square. So for the sake of demonstration, I'm gonna be using 200 pixels by 200 pixels or points. Normally you would do it in 128 or 512 or whatever size you need. You can resize it afterwards, of course, but it's always good to start with a square piece. The second step would be to find an inspiration image. It can be a picture of yourself, or it can be a picture of something that represents your brand, something personal. Your logo is something that represents you, so it has to be personalized. It has to be something that showcases you, represents you and your brand. So for the sake of demonstration, we're gonna head over to Google and find some image that we can start drawing on. Let's start with maybe finding an image for reading. Let's find something with a face maybe. I like this one. We can try with this one maybe, or we can use this one maybe. It doesn't matter. You can use any image you like. You can use preferably an image of yourself if you want to create a logo of yourself the way I did. So what you're gonna do is just copy this image, head over to Keynote and press Command V to paste the image. I will get rid of all this unnecessary material that I don't need. For that, to crop the image, just double click your image and get rid of the parts that you don't want to keep. In the end, we're not going to be using any part of this image. This is just for an inspiration, so it doesn't matter. Let's get rid of all the unnecessary parts and resize the image and bring it to the center maybe for the inspiration. Okay, we found our inspiration image. What's next? The next step is, from the shapes menu, we'll be using a drawing tool to create the logo. We will be creating an outline of the shapes and then we'll just save it. So let's head over to Keynote again. Let me maximize this. So go to shapes, and here you will find this drawing tool, this little pen with which you can draw some shapes and then change them. So don't worry, just start creating the shape you like. For example, I'm just gonna be creating some dots to create one side of the book, and then I'm gonna be heading over to the Format tab and make it red maybe. I can change some points to make it curved. So if you want to change a square point to a curved, just double click the square and it will turn into a circle with a dot. So if you now drag it, you can change your shape the way you want it. I don't like this corner too far away maybe, so I will bring it a little bit back. And I will do the same for the other side. It doesn't have to be accurate, just make some points that you would like to keep in your logo, and you can always edit or change it later. I'm gonna make this side maybe another color. Let's change the middle point to the circle one to create this sort of curve here, and same for this side. And I think I'm gonna straighten it up maybe. So fear not if you want to change some shape after creating it. Right now it looked like an image and you don't have all those editable points. So what if I want to make this point closer to this one? I will just right click and click make editable, which will bring back all those editable points for me. So I'm just gonna drag it to bring it closer to this maybe, and maybe also bring this point a bit more close and make this curved a bit. Okay, so I think I'm now sort of okay with this shape, as a starter at least. I can start drawing the glasses and the face. So let's go to the pen tool again and let's draw the glasses. Alright, let's take a look at the image with deleting the background, because we just used that image as an inspiration. We don't want to keep it. The next step for us is now to make the background transparent and save this image as a PNG file. Let's go do that. You see the background here right now has a color fill. So this is filled in white. If you save this image right now, it will have a white background instead of a transparent one. To save it with a transparent background, just go to the background and select no fill. When you do that, your background becomes black here, but your image is not actually black. When you save it, it will be saved as a transparent background image. So let's head over to File, Export to, and we're gonna go to Images. In the images, instead of JPEG, you have to select PNG here and keep this box checked, Export with transparent backgrounds. This will save your images with the transparent backgrounds, and most of the times for logos, for branding, you want a transparent background with your images. You can also use the same method to create favicons for your websites. I did the same. Let me show you that. For example, here, if you look at my website, this is something called a favicon.